Good afternoon. The African American Male Institute will be celebrating its 10th year this April at Georgia Southwestern. Let's give them a hand. The AAMI program here at Georgia Southwestern will continue to provide programming for its members and the student body. Okay? So what I would like to do is tell everyone in here to enjoy the program.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jordan Dow. I am so glad I came to Georgia Southwestern for my education because I have enjoyed my newfound friends, my classes, and my professors. Being a junior has taught me that I am truly the only one responsible for my education. With the guidance and teachings of my professors, my education and my goal of graduating is only the most important thing in my life right now, and I accept that responsibility with education. With the motivation and leadership of the African American Male Institute, I will fulfill the AAMI motto of academic excellence of social responsibility. To all the administrators, faculty, staff, and students, I welcome you to the GSW AAMI Black History Month / Homecoming Speaker Program. AAMI seeks to enlighten and uplift its members as well as the overall campus community by providing programming that includes motivating speakers. I am sure you will be motivated today. Again, welcome and enjoy our AAMI program. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Our speaker for today is a 2015 graduate of GSW with a Bachelor of Arts, Dramatic Arts, Communication, and Media Arts emphasis. His involvement on campus as a student consisted of the following: AAMI Senior Advisor, Alpha Psi Omega member, Student Government Association Senator, SOB Secretary, GSW Zephyr Tourist, I Help Peer Educators Vice President, SOB Alumni and Friends Treasurer, History Club member, Hurricane Watch member, GSW Alliance member, and GSW Models Mentor. At this moment, he is a radio host, a blogger, a vlogger, event host, and entertainer for the Jeffrey Show Live, which is entertainment media dedicated to professional wrestling and live music performances and other arts. Our speaker is a commentator at wrestling shows and the personality behind the scenes of wrestling shows. Also, he does the same in the music industry in terms of written reviews for live concerts, photography, videography for music concerts, as well as interviewing the talent and getting a shout out during various shows for journal reports. He owns trademarks and copyrights to Jeffrey Show Live and filed an LLC for the business to launch full store merchandise for Jeffrey Live Show to expand opportunities for jobs and internships in the media world. When he is not working on his dreams and goals, he is a Marriott hotel accountant, part-time certified tax accountant, an insurance agent, and a credit assistance agent as needed for New Republic. We are proud that he has found the time to be with us today, and let's give a warm hurricane welcome to one of our own, Mr. Jeffrey Taylor.
I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you again. I just want to first start off loosening us up a little bit. This is a huge accomplishment for me, making my dreams come true, and just wanted to have a little dance right quick. You all can join if you all want. I'm celebrating this moment. There you go. Little salsa. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. So usually, can you all hear me fine first off? Can you all hear me fine? Okay, perfect. My name is Jeffrey Taylor. I'm the host of Jeffrey Show Live. I usually start off my show a little something like this. Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting edition of Jeffrey Show Live. I'm your host, Jeffrey Taylor. Woo! And eventually one of my dreams is for the crowd to say, woo, but eventually I'll continue to do it until we get there. So I did a lot of things on this campus, to be honest, from being a GSW senator, a treasurer for Savu, secretary, which is all different in their own rights, handling money, preparing note-taking. I wanted to do tourism. I wanted to do many things on this campus. The only thing that I didn't get the chance to do is become a man of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, to be honest. That's like literally one of the only goals that I didn't accomplish, to be honest. But I want to say that because when it comes to making your dreams come true, who has a dream? Do anyone have a dream? Any about a show of hands? Anyone have dreams? If you don't, it's fine. Anybody have a dream? Okay, you have a dream, you have a dream, you have a dream. Anyone want to share their dreams? Anyone want to stand up and share their dreams for me? By a show of hands? No? Not today? Okay. That's fine, because that's honestly where it all started for me, to be honest. And I think that that is so important. My professor asked me one day, what do you want to do? And my life changed in 2013. Growing up in Americus, from Americus, Georgia, not too many people wanted to hear about professional wrestling. The WWEs, the John Cenas, the Undertakers, no one wanted to really hear about that. Everyone wanted me to be a doctor, a business major. So when it comes to dreams, I like to think of images, thoughts, and sensations that only happen in your sleep. But why can't it become a reality, in a sense? So my professor saw that I was putting in the work, that I was putting in all the hard work, but essentially I wasn't doing what I wanted to. I wasn't making my dreams come true. Dreams really only occur in your sleep. So Jeffrey, you're probably wondering why you're here today, in a sense of how did you make those dreams become a reality? Because one of my dreams was to be on a radio show that some people in this room do watch, which it includes over 1,000 viewers each week. And how did you make that come true? And it wasn't by sleeping. Who likes to sleep in this room? Can we be honest? Who likes to sleep? I have some bad news. That's not going to help you accomplish your dreams, unfortunately. Sleep is a good thing. I'm not going to tell you not to sleep, but there's this thing that's going to help you accomplish your dreams called goals. Go out and live. If that's one thing that you're going to remember before you leave this room, go out and live. And you cannot do that by being asleep. So you guys are coined the phrase of woke, wake up, woke, be woke at this time. So it's important to go out and live and do what you want to do. In a sense of there is so many other people that's doing that you want to do right now. So how can you become a part of that, in a sense? You have to interact with these people. You have to network with those people. One of the things I'm proud of from my resume is networking. Networking does not only begin outside of college, but it begins inside of college. That was one of the main things of why I was here, why I was a part of so many organizations, because I got to meet so many people of different backgrounds. The GSW Alliance, different backgrounds. The GSW History Club, backgrounds. The Sabu Alumni and Friends, the backgrounds behind that, learning the history aspects. I think that's very important in terms of going out and live. And when you do that, you're able to expose yourself to a different culture, a different background. And that definitely is what helped Jeffrey Show Live, in a sense. Moving forward, because this is my best friend, to be honest, if anything. When I went to my interview for accounting, I told them that this was gonna be with me at all times. It's like my new age Palm Pilot. You guys probably don't know what a Palm Pilot is or a BlackBerry, but this is my new age. It has everything that I need and so much more. It honestly makes me money as well. But in a sense, you need to set goals. Now, dreams occur while you're asleep. So I'm gonna come back to dreams. Dreams occur while you're asleep. Goals happen while you're awake. And with dreams, you have this notation that they're not going to happen. You're not going to be a wrestling commentator. You're not going to be sitting next to John Cena. You're not going to be in the studio with Pastor Troy. You're not going to be having a meeting with CeeLo Green this past Sunday from The Voice. So what happens, you need to set goals that scare you. Like, some of my goals intimidate me. And that's important because some of your dreams, they're supposed to be so far out in the clouds. Those goals should be the exact same thing, to be honest. Like, these goals should make you do a Heisman, back up in a little bit of a sense. One of my goals was being on a radio station that was syndicated in Atlanta. Who thinks of that while they're at home in their little small apartment? If anyone been to my apartments in that front row, who thinks of reaching the masses of thousands of people each week? So start setting these goals that intimidate you a little bit and start matching them. It's always important to know that people are always looking for opportunities from Mr. Anderson, from myself. People sometimes approach me and be like, Jeff, get me to this spot. Get me to where I need to go. But I want you guys to know that success is really 6 inches from your ear, which is coming from the mouth. And this is why I wanted someone to say what their dreams was, because that's so important. What you speak, what you say is what's gonna make your dreams come alive, because you're holding yourself accountable at this point. Because I'm gonna say some of my dreams and some of my goals before I leave this, because now I'm gonna be held accountable from you all. It's important to have an accountability partner. Now, sometimes we have emotional accountability partners, which is more so in the relationship aspect, but what about a business? What about a goal accountability partner? And what an accountability partner is someone that's keeping track of what you say. So Jeffrey, you said that you're gonna speak today. You're gonna talk about dreams coming true. So what's gonna be held accountable for that? I put it on social media that reached over 500 to thousands of people, and now they're watching me on Facebook Live. That's my accountability partner today. While you're in college, before you leave today, find someone that you can entrust. Hey, I'm gonna make a B in this class. Hey, I'm gonna make an A. We're striving for A's. Let's make an A in this class. Let's make sure that we're on Hurricane Watch TV by the end of the semester. One of the biggest accountabilities that we strive for, that we've known while I was in school, was when they used to make me write down when I am graduating. And that brings me to my point of goals. You have to write them down, you have to say them, you have to be held accountable for them. Every time I had to write down May 2015. I didn't graduate in May 2015, but I had to write it over and over again. Each class subject, May 2015. What do you want to graduate? In communications emphasis, May 2015. I saw that goal over and over again, and that's one that you guys can probably relate today, that graduation date. You're holding yourself accountable for your professors, for your peers. What do you tell your parents when you go home? May 2015. That's the ideal, that spring graduation. What I want to tell you guys today is that you can reset your goals. That's like a cheat sheet right there, because a lot of people don't know that. Like, even if you don't graduate in May 2015 for me, you can reset that goal into December 2015. And you can hold yourself accountable for that and not feel as bad as if you didn't accomplish it. A lot of people need that accountability to get them further in life. See, the mind is a powerful thing, because I'm looking at a lot of y'all facial expressions. I've had the pleasure of doing this for a few months now. You're having two conversations. You're having one conversation with me, and you're also having one conversation with yourself as we speak. And all you guys probably saying that I'm not crazy, I'm not having a conversation with myself, but you are, to be honest. You're just thinking like, is this guy telling me that I can't reset my goals? Like, the purpose of setting a goal is to smash and complete it, right? So you're having this conversation with yourself and wondering, can I even take the legitimacy of what this man is saying is serious? But it's important to have this conversation with yourself. I actually don't disturb people's conversations with themselves. Like, if someone's at the train station and they say, my bad, I was just having a conversation with myself, I'd be like, yo, my bad. Like, I'm the one in the fault. I just interrupted your conversation, because one of the conversations with yourself is one of the most powerful ones out there, because who is with you more than yourself? Who knows you more than yourself? Like, you guys aren't gonna see me but this one time right now, but you're with yourself more than your accountability partner. So what you're telling yourself with this mouth 6 inches from your ear is that I am gonna graduate come May 2015. If you have to reset that goal, I am gonna graduate December 2015 for myself. I am going to get A's this semester across the board. And if anything, I am going to make my dreams come true. Just as important as saying this with yourself, when you hear people talk to themselves, don't call them crazy. Don't call them crazy at all. Because in our entertainment industry and the arts, they say the majority of us that are the craziest are the most successful ones out of the bunch. So what do you need to do to start becoming successful? To start smashing those intimidating goals, to start making your dreams come true. You guys need to get out of your current situation, thinking about your current situation, and start envisioning these dreams coming alive as you speak. But most importantly, you have to start working towards them. None of this is gonna work unless you start working towards it. Now, I can tell you all these good things about writing down, listening to yourself, pumping yourself up, but the only way this is truly gonna work is if you put in the work. You're not gonna get that A without studying. You're not gonna get that connection with CeeLo Green like myself Sunday unless you walk up and approach him with confidence and with your resume. If I didn't have that resume, I had to sit right back down because CeeLo Green would have got bodyguards. He had bodyguards with him. They would have picked me up because I'm not that big, and they would have took me right back out of this restaurant as I tried to approach them with a business card. So you must put in the work. Because with this networking, with this writing down your goals, with this saying your goals out loud, all that comes together with it is putting in the work. How do you do this? You constantly speak positivity amongst yourself. Your circle is so important of who you surround yourself around. Surround yourself with good people like myself, cheap plug right there, like myself, that's gonna tell you that you can do it. Surround yourself around people on this campus that believe in you. Surround yourself around these people that aren't afraid to say that your dreams aren't impossible to do. Now, what are you doing now, Jeffrey? Some of the things that I'm working on now is getting in the professional wrestling ring. So this is the exciting part, is that I do want to eventually challenge the John Cenas in the ring. I eventually do want to challenge the Big Show, the big guys in the ring that's 7 foot tall in a sense. And I'm holding myself accountable at this moment right now. I do plan on getting on television as well. So before I leave with you guys today about making my dreams come true, if you guys didn't listen to one thing, just know that you guys must have an accountability for thyself for one. You must speak it into existence. It's important to network, you guys. This is a whole network pool. Like, I would be having a field day. This is my playground right now. I want to go from row to row networking with you all right now because each of you all have something special. When I go out to events sometimes, they wonder, why would you talking to that person? Because that person that's quiet right there, they're a photographer. That person right there, they're a mathematician. That person right there is a great note taker, organizer. So don't get trapped up with just being to yourself because we all have special talents. We all have dreams. We all have goals. Do not be afraid to talk to your neighbor to the left, talk to your neighbor to the right, because that's what's gonna help of making those dreams come true. And I want everyone's dreams to come true. If you put in the work, if you say what your dreams are, and if you put in the work. Thank you all so much. My name is Jeffrey Taylor. Jeffrey Show Live. Hope you guys have a great day.
Mr. Taylor, thank you so much for those warm, inspirational words. AAMI thanks you, and the GSW thanks you also. Let's give Mr. Taylor another warm hand of applause for the inspirational presentation. On behalf of AAMI, I would like to say thanks to our president and all administrators, faculty, staff, students, and all guests who took the time to support this program. As you all leave out to the door on my left, please enjoy some nice refreshments. Again, thank you so much for supporting AAMI.
Mr. Taylor, my question to you is, as a young man, what can you say to your brothers while they're in school? What are some of the things that they can engage in that helped you while you were here?
One of the things that I did while on campus for my brothers was we hung out and stuck together. Like, everything that we did outside of class, like we had study groups, so we spent time together. We had accountability with the study groups. Ms. Kada, she stressed the emphasis on checking off on our tutoring sessions. And sometimes we honestly didn't go by documenting it, but a lot of us aren't here anymore because we graduated, so we were doing something right in a sense. So maybe we didn't document it all the time, but we stuck together, if anything. that I got through. We encouraged each other. We talked about our dreams and our goals, to be honest. We celebrated together. I know that a lot of people, one of the things I didn't emphasize during my speech is that celebrating is important. Like, it's so important to celebrate the small wins, the wins, the big wins. You all wonder why Diddy has the large yachts and the extravagant parties, because he's celebrating a big win. Celebrating is very important, but we fellowship together. So if that's anything, we supported each other. Like, we support those flag football games. We were all out there, and that meant a lot when it came down to supporting one another. When it in the books, in terms of ventures, and they still support me to this day. To be honest, even though they're not physically here, some of them I don't see, but we still talk online. So supporting. If you all didn't get anything out of it, I see one of them actually walking in now. So from the outside, but that's just what we do. We support one another. So sticking together and being there for one another with your brothers, like really just sticking. Any other questions?
Jeffrey, why don't you tell us a little bit about what your Jeffrey Show Live is all about? Per se, we haven't heard it on the radio or whatever?
Oh, yeah. So Jeffrey Show Live is I invite professional wrestlers on the show. So there's an independent wrestling scene in Atlanta that's huge. And there's also an independent music scene that's huge in Atlanta as well. What I do is I integrate the two. I found something that no one else is doing, which is just as important as your dreams. You try and find what no one else is doing. You try and be unique. You try and stand out. No one thought about putting the next upcoming independent wrestler beside the next upcoming independent rapper. So what would happen if that wrestler sat beside that musician? What would they talk about? I'm interested. People at home are interested. People that love that wrestler wants to see that wrestler. So he has 500 people that's supporting him. And then you have that music artist that have 500 people supporting them. And we get them into the room with my 500 people, and right there we have 1,500 people tuning in on a radio station. And what that creates is a source of advertising. So now you have makeup companies, you have barbers, you have people that want to get plugged in on this radio station because I created a niche for independent wrestlers and independent music artists. And one of the things with them is that I'm creating a market for them on my platform, which is Jeffrey Show Live. So you're going to be hearing about their upcoming matches, their upcoming shows. You're going to be hearing about their future goals. To be honest, you may even see them wrestle in my studio. Sometimes a wrestler that they don't like comes in there and they attempt to attack them. Sometimes a musician has beef with another music artist. People love drama. People love to see mess. People love to see, so there's sometimes these artists try and battle rap inside the studio. So just creating a lot of entertainment. So they come to me. So similar to a Big Tigger, Ricky Smiley morning show, they don't talk about wrestling, but there's a market there. They don't give the opportunity to independent music artists on this platform. So that's what Jeffrey Show Live is, for music, for wrestling to come together. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
So what station do you have your show on?
The best way to catch my station, because I'm on the internet radio station, is jeffreyshowlive.com. So everything comes to jeffreyshowlive.com. In addition to that, you can check out, it's a mouthful, but it's WAENFM.com. And a lot of us don't necessarily listen to the radio station, in my opinion. So you can hook up your aux cord and type in that website and it'll be streaming live. So that's the main source that reach out to the masses, but it'll be streamed on Facebook, YouTube, and jeffreyshowlive.com has all the links for this platform for you to view, or if you just want to listen. Any other questions? I know you all are probably ready to eat. To be honest. Yes, sir.
I want to know, like, things going bad, like, how do you handle adversity?
How do I handle adversity? Ooh, wow, that is a good thing, but realistically, there is always something happening with me. My recent adversity, if you've been following the show, my recent adversity is me versus the network. And the network, I brought some rowdy group of wrestlers that were drinking, that were belligerent I'm on a gospel station, by the way, as well. So I'm bringing wrestling and hip hop music to a gospel station. So that was another niche that I wanted to pull. So I'm getting a different audience. That was controversial. That was different. So the network didn't like my show. It was very controversial. Like it was pushing it. And you can curse on the internet. You can say things on the internet, to be honest. It's the internet, to be honest. Now, once you get on TV, in a sense, and other places, I mean, you push it. There's consequences for everything, don't get me wrong, but it's the internet. So the network stripped my season finale show. I got over 8,000 views from that show, the highest momentum of my life, and they took me off. They took me off like an hour before I was supposed to go on. And how did I deal with it at that time? I went on a rant. To be honest, I was mad. I went on a rant. And that rant itself got over 1,000 views, to be honest. I went on a rant. So that is, I wouldn't advise anyone to handle it like that per se, but I feel like that's real. I feel like that's raw emotion. And that's one thing that I love is that things happen. Like, I want people to be able to take accountability of their actions. So what I do now, I don't even give myself one day anymore to feel bad or for if something goes left. I think that the important thing about handling adversity is to keep going. Like, you really have to keep going. Like, you have to. Like, I think that I had adversity with getting here, to be honest. Like, I had the adversity of my bus wouldn't allow me to get here in a sense. So that was adversity right now. So I could have easily said, I don't want to speak here. I don't want to get here. In a sense, that's adversity right here. Like, I just missed, I'm out of $60 right now. But you keep going. In a sense, you believe in yourself, you keep going. And I think that that's what's important about adversity is that it don't stop you. Don't let it stop you at all. Keep going. Any other questions? One of the popular questions that I get is the celebrities that I usually encounter. How was it like to meet the celebrities and everything? Anyone know Stevie J from Love and Hip Hop? Yeah, he was a little rude to me in the beginning, but he's probably gonna see this later. But we mended out our differences. So basically, I'm a selfie guy, and he don't like guys taking selfies with him. So that was a cool story. He always almost knocked me out for trying to take a selfie with him. So eventually we got to talk it out. We're cool now. Pastor Troy almost knocked me out because I wanted to hold his belt. He has a world heavyweight title, so that was fun. So there's some fun stories out here, in a sense.
Any more questions? Let's give Jeffrey a hand.
Thank you all for coming.